students, hope you all are doing well. So, here in this session, we are going to talk about what actually we are going to learn in this subject. What is the subject? It's chemistry, right? It's chemistry. It's chemistry. We are having here the greatest subject out of all there around. So, students, what actually the chemistry is, if you know that, if you know how simple this subject is, you would realize it's the easiest out of all around that you are going to have. Means, it's actually, what do we have in chemistry? We are having chemicals, right? Yeah, we are having chemicals. In chemistry, what we are having are chemicals. It's the study about chemicals, about those chemicals, their properties, their behaviors, those. We are going to study of those. So, when did it start is the next question. It started with the very first where those matters started, chemicals started being appeared. Where did it start? It started with the start of this relationship, matters, between matters and energy. It goes to that. Past means it's that long history it's having. But this subject, this field, chemistry, does not have that long history. It started with the fellows named alchemists. Do you know who alchemists are? Alchemists were the fellows who seek their methods, their way, they needed to reveal the method to transform those cheap metals into gold. Cheap metals into gold. An element into another element. They never could do that. They failed, but the things they used there, let's call them chemicals. The chemicals they used there on that matter, on that purpose, left behind and started using for other things, other stuff. So, with the development of the field, we have got this chemistry. It has now well developed into a long, broad field. Okay. So, students, when you start thinking what this subject actually is having, it talks about all the chemicals. Chemicals are actually simply matters. Matters consist of particles, atoms, what we call them. So, atoms actually. We talk about atoms in this subject. We talk about how atoms exist or the way atoms are. Atoms consist of subatomic particles, right? Okay. Then we take a look at those subatomic particles and the way those got arranged inside atoms. Then it's the atomic structure. We first take a look at in the subject. Atomic structure. Then students, we are going to compare one atom with another atom. That comparison could be made. So we then could find out these different types of atoms, naming them as elements. We would be having elements. So next, we are going to check how these compounds, how these atoms form the big things, molecules, particles, massive things. The construction of all the things, how is that going to happen? It's the next concern that we would be having in this subject. So we talk about their bonding. They are bound in different ways, different types of bonding you will be having. Atoms, they either share or exchange electrons when they form bonding. So then you would find studying about bonding here, forming bonding, through bonding they form structures. It's bonding and structure. It's very, very important here in the study of these all the chemicals, bonding and structure. Then, while they are forming bonding or breaking bonding, they involve in changes, what do we call reactions. So, it's all the times in a finite way they follow when it is a certain reaction. So, we study those reactions as well. We construct equations, balanced chemical equation, we balance them and make them balanced chemical equation. We talk about their ratios, how they gonna react each other. So we relate one to another. So we use them in finding out of amounts, talking about properties. So we are going to do some calculations with them. So it's the basic sense of the chemistry. You would call that general chemistry, the basic sense. Okay. Then students, it's after studying the bonding and structure and their relationships, their reactions and their comparisons, the relating one to another according to the way they react. Then after, we check for the various physical states. So then it's gaseous state, liquid state, solid state, all. So when we talk about, when we deal with the gaseous state, it's we apply some parameters, temperature, volume, pressure and number of particles there. So we deal with those parameters. So it's equations we will be using, gas laws there. So then during those reactions there will be energy changes taking place. Then we would be finding out those energy changes as well in this, when it is the flow of this subject, right? So you would find it out, the energy change of reaction. Then using such, the effort is to find out the feasibility of reaction. We call that finding out whether it's spontaneous or not, a reaction. Then after seeking for the energy difference, energy change taking place during reactions, we are going to pay attention on their rates, speeds of reactions. That also would be in our concern here in this field called chemistry. So it's not only their rates of reactions, but also when they are having sometimes two directions, we call them reversibilities. So when they reach the same rate, we call equilibrium or equilibria for different many systems. So we talk about equilibria as well. So it's based on the type of the system or the way we address that issue, that it's not an issue, that system's nature. So we apply the equilibrium concept on different types, right? Different phases, different chemical reactions, such. So we are not going to forget in this subject as to talk about the properties of elements and the relationships of elements, behaviors of elements, their reactions, their reactivities, the compounds they form. We are not going to forget those as well, and identifications of them, their properties of the elements as well as compounds they form. So then in general we would be taking that, drawing that to our consideration, the behaviors of all the elements. In a broader means in that elements you arrange them into periodic table. We would be talking about those elements there in the periodic table. Then students, it's in organisms, even living organisms, the compounds that we find are organic compounds. So having hydrogen and carbon, carbon and hydrogen, let's call it, or their derivatives mostly. So we study about organic chemistry as well. Organic compounds, we call it organic chemistry. So this field for an A-level student, this field you could categorize into a few types as general chemistry. That calculation part you could find there in physical chemistry. That having gas laws, energetics, dealing with energy, and the kinetics, dealing with rates, and the equilibrium, those. Then studying their behaviors, their properties and reactions, behaviors of the elements and their compounds. It's inorganic chemistry we study, the field we have. It's organic chemistry when it is about the organic material, that compounds you find in living organisms. Okay, then you could study about the analysis of analytical part as well. You could name it as a sub part as analytical chemistry. In A level, you would be having that under inorganic analytical part. Okay. What's the final goal, ultimate goal? Learn all these. Here, we assume that is to apply them in our day-to-day activities or for effective works, or we could seek our ways to manufacture various things. So we talk about chemical industries as well. It's when we start initiate or when we think initiating those industries, we need to face those problems could arise. There we learn about the environmental issues it's possible could be caused by the industries as well as the things having around us, though it's controllable or uncontrollable. Anyway, we need to know all the stuff. Still, this subject is about transformation of cheap, let's not call now metals, cheap blank into gold. Okay, that's what we are having in this subject. But I have got something in my mind as I have experienced to tell you about. Students, these all the parts are related one to another. It's in A-level chemistry syllabus, we would be having 14 units. So 14, 1, 2, 3, 4. 14. We will be having 14 of units. Its first 3 units are reserved to discuss the general chemistry. Atomic structure, aromatic structure, and bonding and structure, and the chemical calculation is the basic part of calculation. Then it's general chemistry you will be having. Then students, its fourth would be gases, gas laws, gases. So fifth would be energetics. Then it's the 11th again is kinetic. Then this goes to equilibrium. This is energy. So those parts, first, fourth, fifth, these two would be studied under the part, or we could categorize that as the physical chemistry. It's the physical chemistry. physical. Physical. Then students, it should be in the 6th week are studying inorganic. Inorganic. The elements in the periodic table, SPD blocks we would be having. So there are elements and their properties, behaviors, the compounds they form and their behaviors. Those all we are going to find they are out. So it's the organic you have here. Organic. It's carbon hydrogen containing substances, carbon hydrogen oxygen, carbon hydrogen halogen, carbon hydrogen nitrogen containing substances we will be having. Then it is the industries we are talking here about and the environmental chemistry. So it's industrial and environmental chemistry here. Industrial and environmental chemistry. Those actually what we are having, they are in our A-level syllabus. So, it's students, you need to understand the purpose or the flow. Let's say it's the flow. Flow of the subject matter, the purpose of having those lessons there. If you do that, you would be able to see the logics behind it. It's the link one to another. That actually is the secret going to be all of these. If you find the logic, you would easily realize, understand what you are learning here. So thereafter, it's for you. It's no need to by heart things here in this subject. You could study or you could understand all these things in an easy way. It is very, very easy if you realize there's a logic behind each and every. There's a reason for all those events that you are going to find. So, you check for the logic. You need to develop your thirst to understand the reasons for all those events, things that you are going to experience there. Then you would find how easy. It's actually, I could call it the easiest subject out of all, because you do not have anything beyond the logic or without having any logic. So it's in the very first you learn about the atoms. It's the same atoms that you would be thinking or considering in all the other units. So it's one, if you realize the importance or the meaning of that part, that lesson or that unit, let's go, you would find it being easy to enter to the next unit. It's that linked. It's a flow. It's a nice, smooth flow you are having. So all the times you need to keep seeking for the relationships, for the links, interrelationships between these one to another. Then try to understand the events having the, let's call if it is a theory or something. It's actually, you need to find the meaning of that, the reason for having that. Then students, you would find it's very easy. It's in chemistry, my experience is, it's in chemistry you don't have anything to by heart. If you are good at by hearting things, you use your skill, you invest that skill on other subject but not chemistry. It's that beautiful. It's more easy, this subject would become more easy for those who believe in logics, means those who have the thirst of understanding things, and those who work after understanding. It's what very important thing here. You need to understand the reasons, the logics behind this, the patterns. You find those patterns. If you do it in exactly in the way like that, you would find answering questions or dealing with this going to be very easy and interesting, thrilling. It's actually a thrilling subject. This. Okay. So some students I have seen, they find it very difficult, this subject matter. They call it's very difficult subject. For the reason they have got used with the habit that they have got used with the method by hearting. They think by hearting is the best. They think by heart. They swallow all the things at the moment that they get exposed to that subject matter. They swallow those. And when it is the exam, they vomit that on the exam paper. That's how they answer questions. In students, this is very easy on those who produce answers at the exam themselves at the moment, not recalling their memory. It's not about recalling of memory. This subject is all about producing answers at the moment using your logics that you have learned, realized they are regarding them. Then you will find it's very easy. It's the easiest subject. Let's call out of all. Okay, another thing is, shall we call this the secret? The secret of learning chemistry. It's now revealing that. Students, when you learn any subject matter in this, means any topic here in this subject, chemistry, then you start thinking whether you have understood. You start questioning yourself whether you have understood that thing. Then you don't give it up till you understand. Then you don't need to give it up. Means you don't need to by heart anymore. You would have that within you. It's none others, means it's none of others going to stand for you, protect you. It's you yourself with the confidence, with the personality could answer. You will be able to answer those questions. It's very easy. Then on this effort of understanding these topics and principles and theories and all the logics, it's the best way is you don't keep secrets within you. It's you explain that on all the others. You find a friend and start teaching that fellow. Then you would find it's by the kind of time that you are doing that teaching thing, or while you are teaching on others, you would feel it like you are developing, you are improving. That's all. So it's for those fellows, those fishers who are selfishers. It's not a good field here. You forget. You go somewhere else. It's not the subject for you, selfish people. So, it's students, you grow your values with this subject. It's that beautiful subject. So, you start loving the environment, loving the nature, loving the world. That's what you could gain here, studying this subject. Okay, those are few words regarding what do we have there within this. Okay, students, those who have not still decided to select a stream for their A level from O level, those newcomers. So it's science and chemistry is good for you if you are good at understanding and if you have the thirst of understanding things, and if you hate by hearting, it's the subject for you as well. Then those who have already started and found that it's not still working, it's not still worthy the way they are fighting or studying or doing things. Students, don't take it too difficult, like don't by heart things in a hard way. It's you have a logic behind. Check for the logic, you seek for the logic and try to realize the links, relationships. It's related, the lesson bonding is related to all the others. The lesson first, atomic structure is related to all the others. You need to realize that relationship. So it's you can't study those parts in an abstract way. It's a gestalt. It's all are related one to another. So you start to find their relationship, then you will find it's the easiest, this subject. Then those who are good at this subject but still feel it like something is missing, for them as well, I am telling you, if it is still not, you have not experienced that there are some logics behind or they are interrelated, start seeking, start helping on others, start teaching on others. Don't kind of think it like you are going to maintain some as secrets there, methods or easy methods or something. You reveal those and first be a good person, good citizen, and then be a good chemist. Okay, that's the message here. So students, it's you are going to enjoy some future lessons or future sessions, future videos with me. So I'm going to wound up here in this video. So goodbye you all, wish you all a very, very kind of happy days, times. So enjoy this subject, chemistry. Okay, goodbye.